Hello everybody, HeelTayler here, and welcome back to episode 8, I believe, of the NXT 2014 save. This is another episode of NXT, and it opens with Breeze only on the Titantron, and he's on like Instagram Live. You can see it streaming to the arena, and he's using a selfie stick and such, and he says that he was going to come back this week, and then he realised his opponent was Cassius Ohno, and then he was like, you know, I don't really need to come back. I would have come back if it was someone I had to train for, you know, if it was a difficult opponent, but it's Cassius Ohno, and it's kind of just light work. So he kind of just talks out Cassius Ohno completely here, and we move on into an opening match, nothing to do with the Tag Team Classic, just a tag match for the sake of having a tag match, and the Dubstep Cowboys defeat Jordan and Gable when Buddy Murphy pinned Gable after the Brainbuster Frog Splash combination. Chad Gable got wiped out after a spot of partner miscommunication. Yeah, so basically Jordan messed some things up, and Gable got hurt for it. 26 for Murphy, 33 for Wesley Blake, 43 for Gable, 22 for Jordan. And the Ready, Willing and Gable storyline started with this, and so has the You Miss All the Shots You Don't Take storyline. So yeah, it's a 33, it's not bad. Then a 30 promo, which is actually really good considering how poor Charlotte's been lately, so we'll definitely take this. And she challenges Sasha Banks, and she basically says, look, fine, you want your rematch, you can have your rematch. I'll put my title on the line so long as I can have you in an Extreme Rules match. And it's all like, oh, okay, fair enough. And then, then we get a segment just following the match backstage where Jordan's trying to tell Gable, like, this isn't working. We clearly don't have good communication. There's no cohesion. There's no real thought to it. It's not working. We shouldn't be a team. And then Gable's like, no, man. You just need a positive spirit, PMA, positive mental attitude, and things will come together. You just need to make sure that you are ready, willing, and Gable. And he's still like, oh, Jesus Christ, okay. And then, yeah, in a pretty crappy match again, in a 12, I need to really fix this and make Carmelo and Enzo not a pairing, because I think that's what's killing the matches with Carmelo and them. But Bayley got 21 and Carmelo got to 23, but Bayley picks up the win with a Bayley to belly in about 4 minutes. Then to a 43, it's just a minute promo of Graves talking about like his disdain for the new generation. You can see since in the recent month and a half that the roster's been drastically changing. WWE just stealing so many of the top guys, but why is he stuck here, you know? Like, NXT is clearly smaller than Corey Graves. Corey Graves is a hot commodity nowadays. He beat a main roster superstar clean in an Extreme Rules match on the pay-per-view, and no one's talking about it. So, yeah, screw everyone new, and why has he not been called up is essentially the story there. Then in a 33 rating match in the first semi-finals match of the Tag Team Classic, good heat and decent wrestling, Gabriel and Kidd defeated Hideo Itami and Finn Balor in 10 minutes and 13 seconds when Kidd submitted Hideo Itami with a Canadian Maple Leaf after interference from Buddy Murphy. Blake also ran in and attacked Balor, but the actual finish was Alexa Bliss distracting one of them, and it goes from there. But Tyson Kidd only got 38, which sucks. Gabriel got a very nice 50. Balor with 36. Itami with 42. They do take the L. I just thought, they're relatively new. There's much more story stuff we can do with them. And if we wanted to bring them back together for next year's Tag Team Classic, or even kept them as a team the whole time, there's definitely still time for those guys. So we should give Gabriel and Kidd the spot in the final. Showing true unprofessionalism, a clear, unhappy Tyson Kidd completely phoned in his performance. Great. Well, we're going to have to try and make Kidd happy then, because he's only mad because I have the loss against the Ascension at TakeOver, but we can fix that up, I'm sure. And yeah, so Gabriel and Kidd make their way to the finals of the first ever NXT Tag Team Classic. No? Ah, yes. Would you still like to just do the gimmick change? No. Turn heel. Yes. Alexa Bliss is now using an evil Tinkerbell gimmick, and it got adequate, which is nice. That's kind of just how I see her. Evil Tinkerbell, kind of like at this pace. She's not quite Harley Quinn yet, but she's strange. But very marketable gimmick, and she also had a lot of merchandise, which is nice. And small boost of star quality, which is also very, very good. Yeah, so adequate. I'll take that. Term was a complete success as well. Jesus, I couldn't speak there. Then into a 26 where Dubstep Cowboys and Bliss have cost Itami and Balor. Obviously, Itami's raging. Finn Balor doesn't really know what's happened. He's like, yo, I've only been here for like 2 weeks. What the hell? Why are you already getting screwed? And Itami obviously doesn't really know either. And they just get a bit confused. And the Dubstep Cowboys and Bliss get out of there. Blake and Bliss were kind of bad without a script. Murphy was really good, and Itami and Balor were good as well. We've got 26, we'll take it. Into a 22 then, and it's just a quick segment where backstage, where Sasha's telling Becky that next week she is going to accept Charlotte's challenge. And this time, at the pay-per-view, she expects Becky to show exactly where her loyalties lie. Then into a 67 rated segment before the main event, Bo Dallas comes out and awaits his final NXT victim, the last match he has before he's called up to the main roster, and it's William Regal, who beats him in 13 minutes by submission with the Regal stretch into a 48. Bo Dallas gets a 37, and William Regal got 65. 48 match, still nothing to really complain about. Regal getting in a match there. And afterward, he announces this was also his retirement. It's not really his retirement. He's also been called up, but that's stupid. So we're saying it's his retirement, and that's why he got in the ring and he beat Dallas. So they're both leaving as well. However, we will see a new general manager at NXT TakeOver to present the Dusty Tag Team Classic Cup to the winner of Gabriel and Kidd versus either the Hooligans or DIY. And we finish the show, and we get a 52. It's a really good show. 73 segment right at the end. That's going to really, really help. And it increased our popularity in 23 regions. So that's pretty good overall. And yeah, I'll see you next time for the Go Home show. I hope you are all excited.